Okay, we continue now with Oz Yashir. I want to start with two ha'oras from the Heilige Yisod V'Shorish V'Avoda at the end of Perek Shishi in Shar Shlishi, where he tells us that, and he quotes, "V'nimtza v'sfarim ha'kadoshim, shetzorich ha'odom l'damois ba'atzmoi b'shas amira shira zu," that a person should visualize to himself when he's saying the shira, ki'ilu yotzim Mitzrayim, that he left Egypt, v'oimed al sfas hayam, and he's standing there by the seashore. And Shira Zu in Klal Yisrael, and he is singing the Oz Yashir, Shira Sayam, together with Klal Yisrael, and says the Yisod V'Shorish V'Avoda Oz B'Vadai, then for sure, Boya Beliboy B'Kirboy Mimela La'Dor Atzuma B'Simcha Atzuma La'Aboy Yisborg Shemai. That Avada, that if a person follows this instruction, then he'll start to get a flame with Kedusha, with Geshmak, with Hidor, with Simcha, to the Rabbeinu Shalom for everything that he did for him in that incredible way. And by the way, one last thing as well that he says, that he tells us, the Yisod V'Shorish Avoda, as we start the words that we begin, Oz Yashir Moshe, says the Yisod V'Shorish Avoda, the beginning of Perek Shvi, Shah, Shlishi, he says when a person says these words, Oz Yashir Moshe, then Moshe sang, a person Yechavin should have in mind, Shani Maimim B'Tchias HaMeisin La'Ovoid, La'Osid, that I believe in Tchias HaMeisim will happen. Kamosha Omer B'Sedim Zocharin V'Chos Shor Lo Nema. It doesn't say Shor, Ela Yashir, right? And therefore, that's what the Yisod V'Shorish Avoda says that a person should have in mind when he says the words Oz Yashir. But it's important to note, as Rav Schwab Zatzal does, that the word shir does not mean what people think it does. People think shir means a song, a tune, or something similar to that. That is not true. Because then it would be called a Zimra, Oz Zimra, or something similar to that, right? But it says over here, Shir Shira, which means basically it's like a poem. So that's what's going on by the Oz Yashir, and which is an amazing thing if you think about it. 600,000 men and their wives and children could all hear Moshe Rabbeinu and Klal Yisrael, tells us the Gemara in Sota Daf Lamed Amud Beis, that they could hear, which was an incredible miracle. And we have to remember that the Kriyas Yamsuf itself was the two-part nes, meaning the first part was a supernatural event that the water parted, with the seabed becoming all of a sudden dry for Klal Yisrael to be able to pass, and that alone was beyond the comprehension of most of Klal Yisrael, and that cannot be described in human terms as Shira. But the second part was really and very easily comprehensible, and that was when Moshe Rabbeinu lifted his arm towards the sea, then the waters returned to their original state, drowning the Egyptians that were running after them. And that is what they were saying, the Rabbeinu Shalom returns the laws to nature, is the theme, the main theme at least, of the Shira over here. And we say Shira over here, as Rav Avigdor Miller points out, that the Yisroel that a person has to have of the Simcha, because of the incredible Hakoros HaTov to the Rabbeinu Shalom that we have to have for what he has done for us is incredible. U'bnei Yisrael es Shira Hazois, Shira again, this incredible poem of Hakoros HaTov to the Rabbeinu Shalom. Oh, but Yomru Leima, Ashira Hashem ki gaga, amazing thing. Ashira Hashem, that they are singing out to the Rabbeinu Shalom and singing out only La Hashem, recognizing that it's only Hashem, there is no other cause, there was no other cause that caused this. Ki gaga sus v'rochba yom vayom, which is, we have to remember that the Mitzrim, the Egyptians, put a lot of their trust into the chariots, into the horses that helped them and helped them do whatever they had to do. And the Rabbeinu Shalom showed in moments that were worth nothing, and they were completely destroyed in a very, very quick way. Ozi v'zimras ka, that the Rabbeinu Shalom himself, his strength, because there ain't milvado, there is no other strength in the world. Vayhili Yeshua zeh keli v'yanveu, right? Literally, we know Zeh Keli Vanveu is the Makar. The Gemara tells us in Nazir, Daf Beis Amud Beis, the beautification of the mitzvahs, the performing a mitzvah in a beautiful way. And by the way, when a person performs a mitzvah in a beautiful way, it means that he enjoys the mitzvah. It means that he enjoys doing it in that way. And okay, Ovi v'ayom emenu, the God of my father, I will exalt him. That means the generation that went out of Mitzrayim are basically saying that while our fathers had bitochen that HaKadosh Baruch Hu would eventually redeem them, we actually experience the redemption, will really praise the Rabbeinu Shalom and exalt him on a much higher level. Hashem ish mulchama, Hashem shemoi. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the master of all mulchamas, and that is his name. Mincha Hashem edori b'koyach, and Mincha Hashem tiratz oyev. The right hand, we always refer to Rabbeinu Shalom as the right because that's the most of strength. We're saying the Rabbeinu Shalom with tremendous strength have always managed to get rid of the enemy. And the Mitzvah Hashem, Rabbi say tomorrow, Be'ez Hashem, we're going to continue and Be'ez Hashem finish the Oz Yashir and try to finish off Yishtabach as well this month, Be'ez Hashem.